Hello guys, this is Martez. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into everything Superman in the brand new DCU. James Gunn's Superman has officially launched this universe. It's already out on digital, and Gunn himself has been dropping hints about where Clark Kent is heading next. So, like, subscribe, and let's break down Superman's 4-movie arc and how it could reshape the entire DC universe.
The alien is on its way back.
All right, guys, let's talk Superman, because James Gunn's Superman movie not only kicked off the DCU, but it might also be laying the foundation for 4 Superman movies in total. Yes, you heard that right. 4. And if you've been following the interviews, the leaks, and the fan theories floating around online, then you know Superman isn't just back. He's about to become the beating heart of this entire DC universe. So let's break down exactly what's going on. The digital release controversy, Gunn's comments, the roadmap for Superman's sequels, and of course, the wild fan theories that are shaping how people see Superman's future. First things first, Superman 2025 is already out in theaters. And if you're watching this after August 15th, it's also on digital. That's right, the David Cornsweet-led reboot hit VOD only 35 days after release, which sparked a massive debate. Some fans loved it. Easier access, more eyes on the film, but others worried this meant Warner Brothers didn't trust the box office. Now, James Gunn actually addressed this on the I Think You're Overthinking It podcast. He explained the only reason Superman hit digital this early was because of scheduling. Peacemaker Season 2 needed the slot, so Superman got bumped forward. And he was clear, quote, "Next time, it's gonna be longer. I don't want people to get used to it." So no, this isn't the new normal. Future DC movies won't drop digitally after just a month. Gunn wanted to make sure fans knew Superman's release wasn't a lack of confidence. It was just logistics. Now, let's talk big picture. Because according to multiple reports and Gunn's own hints, the plan is to make Superman the backbone of the DCU, with 4 solo movies. Think about it. Superman 2025 is the reboot, the reintroduction. It's Clark Kent learning who he is in a world full of gods and monsters. But where do you go from there? Gunn has said repeatedly that Superman is the most important character in this universe, and each sequel builds him from a symbol of hope to a leader who shapes the entire DCU. So here's how it could play out. Superman 1, 2025. The Foundation. Metropolis, Lois, Daily Planet, Clark finding his balance. Superman 2 expands the scope, possibly into the cosmic with villains like Brainiac or Lobo. Superman 3, the crossover era. Superman facing the Authority or other heroes in ideological conflict. Superman 4, full circle. Superman is the leader and inspiration for the Justice League. Now, notice the storytelling structure here. It's not just sequels for the sake of it, it's an arc. Gunn's Superman isn't a one and done, it's the emotional spine that ties everything else together. By the time we reach that Justice League movie, Superman won't just be another hero in the lineup, he'll be the one who brings them together. And honestly, that feels like a course correction from the old DCEU. This time, Superman is the start of everything, not Batman.
Your Superman has abandoned you!
All right, now let's talk theories, because if you've been online since Superman dropped, the speculation is everywhere. And honestly, some of these theories make so much sense, it's almost like Gunn is leaving breadcrumbs. Superman's first film was grounded, focused on Clark's humanity. The natural next step? Push him off-world. Brainiac is perfect for that, an AI obsessed with collecting cultures, convinced he's preserving them. Imagine the moral stakes here. Brainiac tempts Clark with Kryptonian cities he's bottled. Does Superman save Earth or restore Krypton? That's not just a villain fight, that's an identity crisis. And with Gunn at the helm, you know he'd lean into the complexity. Brainiac doesn't see himself as evil, and that's exactly what makes him dangerous. Then there's Lobo. For years now, Jason Momoa has been rumored to swap Aquaman for the role of Lobo, and Gunn has admitted he loves the character. What we do know for sure is that Lobo will make his first official appearance in the upcoming Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie. But here's where it gets interesting for Superman's story. Even if his debut happens with Kara, that doesn't mean Lobo's arc ends there.
Name's Lobo. And... Nah.
Fans are speculating that his rivalry, or uneasy alliance, could carry over into Superman 2. Imagine Brainiac pulling the strings in the background while Lobo gets hired as muscle. It sets up Superman and Lobo clashing in brutal bounty hunter-style battles while still teasing the bigger cosmic threat that ties the movies together. And thematically, Lobo is everything Superman isn't. Selfish, violent, careless, a fight between the two wouldn't just be entertaining, it'd underline why Superman's values matter. Another huge theory is that Superman will directly clash with the Authority. Gunn already confirmed they're part of this universe, and they represent the anti-Superman. While Clark saves with hope, they save with control. Imagine a showdown where Superman has to prove that kindness and restraint can work in a world that's constantly spiraling into chaos. Some fans even think Superman might cameo in the Authority's solo film first, setting up tension that explodes in Superman 3. That's the kind of long-term storytelling Gunn thrives on. And finally, the Justice League. Unlike the Snyderverse where Batman was the recruiter, here fans think Superman will be the one to inspire the team. After facing Brainiac, meeting Supergirl, clashing with the Authority, and battling Lobo, Clark realizes Earth needs more than just one savior. He doesn't just join the Justice League, he creates it. That's a massive shift, and it cements Superman as the true North Star of this entire cinematic universe. So yeah, Brainiac, Lobo, the Authority, and the Justice League. 4 massive theories, all with huge storytelling potential. And the best part? They're not just fan fiction. They line up with Gunn's interviews, with the announced slate, and with the natural progression of Superman's arc. And what makes Gunn's DCU so fascinating is how tightly planned it is. We're not just looking at a Superman trilogy and a Justice League. We're looking at a Superman story that spans across other movies and shows. Gunn has said over and over, every project connects. Clark could show up in Supergirl. He could clash with Batman. He could cameo in The Authority whenever that gets made. And when we finally get to Justice League, the audience won't just know Superman. They'll trust him as the leader. That's why Gunn started here. Not with Batman, not with Wonder Woman, but with Superman, the first hero. The symbol of hope, the guy who teaches this universe what it means to be a hero. In the end, Superman isn't just back. He's being rebuilt as the foundation of the DCU. 4 movies, multiple villains, ideological battles, and eventually, the Justice League. If Gunn delivers, this isn't just Superman's story, it's the story that defines an entire generation of DC films. But I want to know what you think. Who do you want as the main villain in Superman 2? Brainiac? Lobo? Or should they save those threats for later? Drop your theories in the comments because honestly, half the fun is seeing how close we all are to what Gunn has up his sleeve.